Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was a number of items. Mr. BB, there's a number of items. So I'm gonna take it slow. Well, BB, can I please work? The first point is learn to put your foot down and also expect reciprocity because learning to put your foot down teaches people your boundaries. And we have to have that in order to feel like a well respected, decent member of society. And also, when you learn to put your foot down, it allows for people to know that you respect yourself. When you don't put your foot down, it allows people to trample all over you, and you know what that can lead to. You know, people that love to take will never stop taking, okay? So you have to learn to put your foot down because you never know the type of person that you're dealing with. And in this world, there are so again, it's your girl, the Yoga Goddess Chaotic, and I specialize in solutions. And I'm the Sour Patch Kid, aka, as well as your confidence curator. Okay, and again, I specialize in solutions. Period. We don't complain over here. We specialize in solutions. We look for several different options, and we go with the ones that best works for us. Okay. Okay, that was a brief intermission right there, and yeah. So sometimes you have to lay your hair down a little bit, take the crown off a little bit, Yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was a number of items. Mr. BB, there's a number of items. So I'm going to take it slow. Well, BB, can I please work? The first point is learn to put your foot down and also expect reciprocity because learning to put your foot down teaches people your boundaries. And we have to have that in order to feel like a well respected, decent member of society. And also, when you learn to put your foot down, it allows for people to know that you respect yourself. When you don't put your foot down, it allows people to trample all over you, and you know what that can lead to. You know, people that love to take will never stop taking, okay? So you have to learn to put your foot down because you never know the type of person that you're dealing with. And in this world, there are a wide variety of different types of people, but I like to categorize them into two main types, okay? I mean, my book, the Pick Me Awareness Hotline Rehab Recovery Center, you can pick it up on Amazon or my website, the-goddessuniverse.com. But for these notes, I'll go ahead and put them into two categories, okay? So for the purposes of this conversation, the two categories are basically going to be those that have embedded patriarchy mentality and those that do not have embedded patriarchy mentality, like innately. Some of us were born without having, with knowing to question things that were just off, like innately by human nature. Okay, and some of us just take in what we receive and just accept it as fact, or for the most part you don't want to trouble any kind of waters even if you feel things are off, kind of like this thing I learned when I was going through my MBA program. So I often will tie in business concepts, IT, technology, science, STEM, concepts to make any point I'm going to grasp from every area that I have come in contact with in life, so that because you never know who's watching you and who is learning from you, being inspired by you, motivated by you. And because I have such a vast array of resources to pull from when it comes to explaining certain terminologies, concepts, it's, I just wanted to make you aware of that. But a lot of the time, because I do have my Master's of Business Administration as well as my Master of Homeland Security as well as my Certified Information System Auditor license, which whatever doesn't really matter. You'll read my book and you'll understand why it doesn't really matter. But it does allow me to pull from a bunch of different, places. Okay. Those with embedded patriarchy that don't question anything, or they just accept things for what it is that they're being told, those are the type of people that can't wait to have someone under their thumb. Those are the type of people, if you're familiar with, like, I don't know, Nigerian boarding schools like SS1, SS2, SS3, senior house boys, senior house girls, you get to basically not dictate, but you get to, have juniors that have to listen to you. Or in a fraternity or a sorority, I'm sure there are different senior members of that sorority or fraternity, and they get to be in charge after, for the next rush or whatever the case may be. So I'm not necessarily saying that those are prime examples of what I'm discussing, but they could be. Okay. Even in the education system, it's all embedded, but we'll take our time and diving into those types of concepts and topics. And right now I'm still getting to know you guys, okay, and trying to see, like, how I'm going to deliver some of these messages, because they're so complex. They're simple, like me. The Your God is Chaotic. I'm so complex. I'm simple. I'm too I'm too well rounded to fit in a box, baby. Okay, period. Too well rounded to fit in a box. So complex. I'm simple, and because of that, like, there are certain things that are so profound that they are simple. You see what I'm saying? And you have to have the rationale and the right mentality to be able to put it together. And that's the difference between maybe someone that's drawn to my channel, like you, and someone that may not be drawn to my channel, just for an example. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get a community of like-minded young ladies, and even if you're older than me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of trying to help the next generation of women, young ladies, you know what I'm saying? So that their standards will be high as hell, you know what I'm saying? And that it will be less, they'll be way more aware of their safety, security, protection, and all of that into the near future. So basically having them have a better forward thinking mentality and having more options and being knowledgeable about those options, being aware of a lot of different things as well as themselves. Okay. So as I was saying before, it goes into, like, maybe potentially fraternities, sororities, the education system, family structure, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all about deflection. It's a big deflection. The patriarchy is a big deflection, okay? And I'll go further into that, but that might be a whole separate video. But if you want it, please comment down below, because that might be a whole deep dive, okay? Or definitely deserves its own video, okay? Period. And I only really say that because men do not like to face other men. Men are often afraid of other men, okay? So the deflection is often put on the woman. So no men do not want to go against another man. So guess what? The easiest scapegoat is the woman. So go against the woman, deflect the issue on the woman, okay? That's been the whole thing. But like I said, I'll go more into that if you all, let me know. You comment, you subscribe, blah blah blah, whatever, the YouTube-y things, okay? All of that. Another point I want to make is that it takes time for people to realize a truth that's being told to them. It takes time for them to realize it and, consume it and start putting it into practice, analyzing how it may have affected them. The truth, there's a lot of truths, but there's a lot of universal truths that we can all know, like, right now. And then, I'm sure there's individual truths within your own units that you can, go deeper into, and learning actual truths, the actual truths coming to light and all of that is very beneficial, because now we get to, like, it's like a transformation. Just like when we're coming out of after civil, the civil, I wouldn't say civil war or whatever, but after the civil rights movement era, it was a whole transformation. After, Juneteenth and that time frame, it was it's a whole nother world after that time frame of Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, and thus and such, after Juneteenth and that whole time frame, if you know what I'm saying, this is YouTube or whatever platform it is, and I don't want to just, I'm already covering a bunch of controversial topics, okay? That triggers both men and women. So hence why the support is slowly building, because I'm not pandering to no particular group of people. However, I am for women empowerment, no matter what type of woman, whether it's a hoe or a housewife, whatever, okay? I'm for all women, because we have to survive in this patriarchy. So do what you got to do, sis, to survive in this patriarchy. I'm for it. I'm with it. As long as it's not harming children, period. Okay? So anyways, yeah. So I'm all for women. And so, like me, I don't know, like, for women to have children, to go to work, to do this, do this, do this, do that, do that. I can't stand a male that complains about anything in a patriarchy that's set up for him to win, in a patriarchy that, they abide by these rules, with privilege. You know what I'm saying? And you still can't win. How is any woman supposed to respect that? So that's why when you ladies pick a Dusty, you know what I'm saying, they even question you and they start treating you bad because you should know better. And it's like, when are you gonna wake up and get out of it? Like, I'm not the best match for you, is what a Dusty is telling you when he treats you bad, when it doesn't feel right, when you have your anxiety in your stomach, when you can't sleep at night, when you get migraines, when you get waking anxiety, because some people get it for work-related reasons, relationship reasons, family issue reasons, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, just, if it doesn't feel right, that's probably the reason. And I'm going to break down the foundations, but I really need you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and support to continue pushing me. I'm not getting paid yet. Okay, I might be monetized on 1 or 2 apps, but I play music and I go about life, the way I want to go about it, because I'm a creative and I don't want to stifle my creativity. And, right now, when I'm not really monetized, I might as well speak the exact way that I feel and speak on topics that I am a little bit passionate about, at least. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and if I wanted clout, honey, all I gotta do is tell my actual life story. And that's me. I am the clout, okay? So if I really wanted clout, I would do that, okay? Period. So I'm going this way because I wanted to go slow, because if it would have went fast, I wouldn't have been able to weed out the snakes as easily. But right now, the way I'm doing it, oh yes, it has to be done this way. But I think it's working out so far, so good. I'm learning all these new techniques really quickly, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't have any background in videography, but, I'm using my transferable knowledge from business and IT, general IT and computer science, to figure this all out. You see how everything that you do in life comes back to actually help you for the most part, if it's like a legitimate skill that's learned, But anyway, I just want to speak on respect and racism. Sometimes I put racism. Is it always racism, or is it just a lack of respect for a certain type of males? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's just a general not respecting of a certain type of males, because certain type of males maybe should have protected certain type of women, way back when, so that certain things may have not taken place in the first place. Who knows? So maybe it's not always racism. Maybe just playing the Virgo's advocate. Maybe it's some certain type of people don't like certain type of males because it's always a lot of degeneracy that goes along with some of certain type of people. Well, males specifically, and the males influence the women, the women that are not strong-willed enough, that easily goes and flows with degeneracy and don't have logic and reasoning to know when something is objectively just not right. It does not help it's not for the greater good. I'm for the greater good. I'll support people for no reason if I feel that they're going along the path of the greater good. You feel me? So that's my motivation, if you want to say, behind anything. It's the greater good, and, making it a better world. I know that sounds cheesy, but yeah, because like I said, there's some people that want to rule over you, that want to make sure you don't have any knowledge about certain things so that they can keep you stuck. And then there are certain people that innately know that certain things are not right and will go seeking for it. Which category do you fall into? Okay, and a certain category is more easily susceptible to taking more advantage of children as well. So it's up to you, but I just want to make you aware of these things. It's up to you what you do with your life, boo. Okay, all right. But again, don't be surprised when certain people don't, support you any longer. Like, this goes back to my topic of my beef with couple influencers. Like, for the most part, it goes downhill. The man is competing with the woman. Most times he's on the DL, and that's fine if you want to be on the DL, but please don't drag another person into the issue with you. You see what I'm saying? Like, figure it out first. You know what I'm saying? But we can talk about all of that, the LGBTQ, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because Well, particularly one particular alphabet in it. But that's a whole nother topic. Let me know if you want to talk about that. Yeah. Okay, shout out to Kim Parker. Yeah, that's what I meant to say on my other video. I said Nikki Parker instead of Kim Parker. I meant Kim Parker. Yeah, that part. Okay, that was my girl. Okay, like I have two more things, two more points, quick points. Well, three. It's a bonus one. So the family structure. Okay, if there's a proper family structure, and we kind of have to give a little bit of leniency to the generations before us, and we have to know that our strength is our wisdom as the newer generation, and that should allow us to more easily be able to understand the position of the older generation. So they were not perfect, and we will not be perfect for the next generation, and on and on. So me or anyone should not hold certain things against the older generation. You know what I'm saying? If I can get, if certain people can get past the worst of the worst, you can get past your parents trying to figure it out while they were also going through this freaking matrix that basically just messed up everybody because of certain. If you want to break it down, like, this is how I break it down. Okay, there's a certain population of a certain population that control, of course, the United States and basically the world, and I feel they operate as maybe a communist type of community, and everyone else has to operate in this matrix type of thing. But that goes deeper and deeper. We can go into that further for those that are interested and things like that. So I have to switch up my voice. I have to give a little bit of deflections and whatever they call it. Because like my voice, it depends. It's real nasally, so if I don't give it a little bit of bass, you know what I'm saying, it can sound just terrible, annoying, stuff like that. You feel me? So this is it, like when I'm just like normal. This is my normal voice and stuff like that. This is as deep as I can go. This is as high as I can go. Okay, let me stop. But yes, back to the family structure. So if there's all else being equal, meaning, the male is a good stand-up guy and has a conscience about him, the woman knows, how to keep it going, okay, and the child is raised in a decent community, then it relieves the child from certain stresses, which relieves the mother from certain stresses, which makes the father freaking happy. So that's an ideal type of family structure, and for the most part, that's not what's going on nowadays. Moms are out there working, moms are out there doing the manual labor of everything, moms are out there just momming it up, you know what I'm saying, like we do. Okay, well, okay, like the moms do, you know what I'm saying, okay, and it's too much on the woman, and no actual man wants it to be so much on the women, because they understand women were not built for all of that. So men like to play their role, women love those type of men. Okay, peep that. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Okay. Okay, one of the last things I'll say is you have to allow men, no matter the type, you have to allow biological men to prove themselves to you, because you have to know, or do they fall on the side of those that have the patriarchal mentality stuck in their head, embedded in their head, you know what I'm saying, or those that don't, you know what I'm saying, or those that are aware and are actively working against that, like, you know what I'm saying. And you have to be careful as well about those that talk the talk. I'm an action type of girl or whatever, so to come back and be a talker is it takes some getting used to or whatever, but whatever, I does this. But yeah, I was off of social media for 5 years for the most part. So getting back on, I just hopped back on and I started interacting with the people that I was interacting with before. But it's not that easy, I guess, to just have a genuine interaction, because like, oh, I went to school with you, like, you showed me how to like take the bus, for Christ's sakes. We had sleepovers, all sorts of things. And I come back on social media being myself, you know what I'm saying. I just added a brand name and a brand ambassador name in a business, because in 5 years you would expect someone to like accomplish certain things that they wanted to accomplish. And the thing is, no one ever really knows anyone until everyone is at the level where they want to be, and then you really get to know people. So hello, how you doing? It's the Yoruba Goddess K Audit, and I specialize in solutions, okay? And I'm the cabbage, the Sour Patch Kid. I'm about to say the Cabbage Patch, the Sour Patch Kid, aka your confidence curator, okay? Know yourself, be self-aware, and seek knowledge, okay? Knowledge of self, knowledge of your surround, just knowledge, period, okay? So, okay, and again, I relate concepts, business concept, information technology concepts in a way that and I relate it to relationships or what have you. Just remember to design your mind, design your brain, design your mind. It's up to you what you consume. So consume things that's going to benefit you, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, okay? Consume things that are going to benefit you. All right, because you only get one shot at this thing called life, and live it to the fullest. Don't allow other people's opinions or judgments to make you question what you want to try, okay? Even if you don't succeed at it, it's okay, because everyone should be living their lives. And if they want to be judging you for trying and attempting to live the life of your dreams, that's their business, and they're too miserable judging you to even be trying to work on their dream life. So they're probably stuck and mad that they're in the matrix. And the thing is, they can get out of it if they just, are open to your message and just seeing a whole nother perspective. Sometimes it just takes to, receive something from another perspective before you're like, voila, ahaha, you know what I'm saying? Bingo. Light bulb moment. And it'll change your life for the better. And everyone's like, yeah. Me, I'm not trying to sell you no course. That takes a lot of energy from the creator to do that, okay? And I work a full-time job, okay? So I'm not trying to sell you no course. Yes, I wrote a book. It's on Amazon. Go purchase it if you like. But my YouTube is free. I'm not yet monetized or nothing like that, okay? This is all me, baby. This is all from here, okay? And I'm just trying to help the youth, help myself, help my future generations, help anyone that's similar to me, because I know how it was, trying to hurry up and reach a certain level so that you can actually be the creative person that you want to be, and be yourself and be free, have freedom of your life, okay, and not be tied to a system. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I would tell the women, the young ladies, get your education. Do something that you really love to do. Have something that you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's finessing and getting money. Because guess what? We're in a patriarchy, so women, do what you got to do. But get your education so that you can do it even better. You feel me? Whatever you do. Get your education so you can always see, how you can create opportunities out of whatever it is that you choose to do. Period. So I'm going to leave it there for now. But I just wanted to kind of like come at you guys with certain, points, and it's never too late. It's never too late. Don't matter what age you are, ladies. It's never too late. Even if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, it's always a solution. And not even a solution. There's always different options. But anyways, I'm the Yoruba Goddess K Audit, and I specialize in solutions of all types, relationship, business, whatever. I specialize in solutions of all types. Think of me as the Olivia Pope of time business, IT to relationships, or whatever, partner selection. I can let you know. You let me know. You write to me or type WWKOD. What would chaotic do? Hashtag that. Write to me or whatever. I'll get back to you, okay? And also check out my Patreon, the Yoruba Goddess Chaotic, or whatever. So, yeah. Let me stop. Because, I have rest in B face. So I always have to be a little bit more vibrant. Otherwise, rest in bitch face. Okay? So hopefully you guys are starting to get my vibe a little bit. Okay? Because can't nobody ever get my vibe completely. Anyways, I was going to do my nails with you guys. Anyways. I'm thinking about what I want to do for my birthday. I had plans or whatever, but then I got sick, so I couldn't really confirm those plans. So I'm going to figure it out. You guys give me some ideas of what to do for my birthday. It's on Monday, 8/28. 8/28 is great. 8. But anyways, Ekurole, Ekale, Bawoni, Bobo, Awani mi, Bobo, Odudua, Bobo, Awan, Omo, Odudua, Odabe, period. Odabe, Benny, all of that. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, I want Omo Oyorubami on my. Let me stop. But anyways, thank you for joining me, and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me get out of here. Bye. BB. Oh, he go night night. Let me see. Look at him. Bye, y'all. Hi, you guys. Well, it is my birthday on Monday, 8/28. 8/28 is great, okay? So I have on my crown because I am a princess, a Nigerian princess, more of a goddess, of course. Like, yeah. Like, anyways, so I'm a goddess. So that's just what this is all about. I'm a princess for real. And I have two crowns. But, anyways, today I have some topics, some points for you all. Yes. And I can even help, or like, I don't know, like, there's even some points in here for women with children that feel stuck, maybe, possibly, in their situation. There's always a solution. And I am the Yoruba Goddess Chaotic, and I specialize in solutions, okay? I'm your confidence curator, okay? And also, the AKA, the Sour Patch Kid, okay? Because I go from sour to sweet at any moment, depending on who you are and how you behave and what you deserve by your behavior towards me, the Yoruba Goddess Chaotic, okay? So respect yourself.